Top news for this hour. Low temperatures and damaging cold will continue in the northern and north-central regions in 4 days. Mount Mosen covered in frost. Vietnamese startups beat out over 200 competitors to go through the final round of Viet Challenge Global Startups.
Broadcasting from Hanoi, the capital of Vietnam. VTV News starts right now.
Hello, this is Hai Nam from VTV News from Hanoi. Due to an ongoing cold spell, the northern and north-central regions of Vietnam are currently experiencing severe cold weather. As forecast, low temperatures and damaging cold will continue for the next 4 days. Several mountainous areas will be covered in frost. The lowest temperatures in lowland areas range from 8 to 11 degrees Celsius, 5 to 8 degrees in mountainous areas, and below 3 degrees in several high points in the region. Meanwhile, the south-central region will witness heavy rain. Notably, Mount Mosen in Lạng Sơn province witnessed temperatures below 0 degrees Celsius on Tuesday, with frost as cold spell is forecast to last until weekend. Thick frost is also expected to continue in Mount Mosen. Low temperatures and severe cold have been negatively affecting the livelihoods and daily activities of people in the northern mountainous provinces. In Lạng Sơn province, temperatures have plunged so low that many students have been allowed to stay home from school. Agricultural production has also been affected, but thanks to experiences in coping with cold in recent years, farmers in Lạng Sơn have kept their livestock facilities warm, stored enough feed, and kept their animals inside during early morning. Meanwhile, Hà Giang province has also seen temperatures hovering around 10 degrees Celsius. Several areas have even seen temperatures of 1 degree. Locals have been making preparations to protect livestock from cold since early winter. Local people in mountainous areas, especially students, have been facing many difficulties in recent days as the northern region has been struck by a cold spell. To maintain their learning activities and ensure their health, schools in Lo Thi Ngai Commune, Bắc Hà District, Lào Cai Province have implemented a number of measures to keep students warm. We have more in the following.
As temperatures have dropped to 6 to 7 degrees Celsius in the past few days, keeping students warm has become a priority for Hoàng Trường Minh Kindergarten in Lo Thi Ngai Commune. The teachers and staff of the school have been donating old clothes and wool scarves to their students.
Our teachers have encouraged parents to keep their children warm, as well as to ensure good nutrition for them.
There are 235 students in Lo Thi Ngai Primary School, half of whom are day boarders. Since the first days of winter, the school has already prepared more warm clothes, mattresses, as well as proper nutrition for the students using funds donated by the community.
As we have so many day boarders, keeping them all warm is quite a challenge, so we hope to receive more support to have students have more warm clothes.
My teachers take good care of me. The food is very delicious. I also have the opportunity to participate in many school activities.
Keeping students warm is very important in ensuring the quality of teaching and learning activities at school. With continuous unpredictable weather, more measures to help students fight the cold in Lào Cai province are being taken.
In order to overcome damages caused by Typhoon Damri, local authorities of affected regions and the banking sector have been providing support for people. However, after 2 months, these efforts have still not been enough. One of the difficulties encountered has been how to identify damages in aquaculture farms.
After the typhoon hit, this was all that was left of the local lobster farming area. Authorities could not determine the number of lobsters raised by each household prior to the storm. As a result, confusion about the extent of damage on local lobster farmers remains a big issue.
It's difficult for the district to determine the damages because all the lobster cages were lost after the storm.
Such confusion could not exist if local farmers registered their lobster farms with authorities. In addition, local aquaculture farms are mostly unplanned. These issues have caused difficulties for local banks and credit institutions in dispersing loans to households for reinvestment in aquaculture production.
New plans for the whole province are being developed and have yet to be approved, so it's difficult for locals to acquire loans because the banks require clear plans.
Over the past 2 months, local authorities have been having frequent exchanges with banking officials to find solutions to these problems.
The banking system has also tried to provide timely support. However, you might have known that our resources have also been derived from society. This is why the level of support may not be as much as the state budgets. Aside from our proposal regarding policies on interest exemption and reduction, we hope that local authorities also support us in our special lending policies for reconstruction post-Typhoon Damri.
In order to help locals restore their production activities as quickly as possible, the State Bank of Vietnam has directed the Vietnam Bank for Social Policy and other credit institutions to carry out debt restructuring initiatives and issue new loans.
You're watching VTV News from Hanoi. Vietnam no longer has to import steel billets as material for the steel industry. Instead, the country exported 300,000 tons of steel billet last year, according to the Vietnam Steel Association of VSA. VSA also revealed that Vietnamese steel billets are mainly exported to the Philippines and Indonesia with average price of $480 to $500 per ton. In addition, Vietnam also exported more than 1 million tons of construction steel in 2017, a rise of 62% compared to the previous year. Meanwhile, total steel consumption in the domestic market increased by more than 20%, reaching nearly 18 million tons. Cửa Việt Seaport in Quảng Trị province has just welcomed a ship with the capacity of 60,000 tons, which has come to load products for export. The ship, called the Top Fortune from China, is the biggest ship to ever arrive at Cửa Việt port. It's taken 25,000 tons of clinker to ship to Bangladesh. Since January the 1st, the Cửa Việt and Hợp Thịnh seaports in Quảng Trị province have received more than 50 ship arrivals, loading over 50,000 tons of goods, a rise of nearly 200% compared to January last year. According to Quảng Trị province's Maritime Administration, total loads arriving in and departing from local seaports may reach 1 million tons in 2018. 3 startups representing Vietnam at the Viet Challenge Global Startups for Vietnamese have beaten out over 200 competitors from 17 countries to go through to the final round. This is the first time the Viet Challenge competition has been held in Vietnam.
Using light sensors to control a large capacity LED system, using Internet of Things application to find solutions for lighting, flooding and irrigation. These are some of the ideas that help VIOT become one of the 3 excellent teams representing Vietnam to participate in Viet Challenge 2018's final round.
We are confident that we can provide our customers with the most advanced solutions. We can produce not only hardware, but also software and mobile apps.
The set of ideas vary from science and commerce to education. Moreover, competitors this year have also come up with real products that will be welcome in the market.
We want Elite to be one of the Vietnamese startups that can reach the global market.
All the contestants did a very good job and they should all be commended on it.
The contest was launched by the Vietnam Student Association in the US. After 3 years, Viet Challenge has become an annual event for Vietnamese people from all around the world.
The contest has a twofold effect. It helps Vietnamese startups expand to the region and the world. At the same time, it also attracts international investors to Vietnam.
The contest also helps develop participating startups and connect them with investors and funds.
We connect competitors with experts and also guide them to achieve new successes after the Viet Challenge competition.
Viet Challenge 2018's final round will be held in Boston, USA in March.
To promote the cultural values of local ethnic groups and integrate them with tourism development, a 180-hectare Tay cultural village will be constructed in Bình Liêu District, Quảng Ninh Province. The project will contribute to promoting and honoring the beautiful traditions and cultural identity of the Tay people nationwide. More in the following.
Dong Thanh Hamlet in Hoành Mô Commune has been chosen as one of the cultural villages of the Tay people because many original cultural traits of the Tay still remain here. The hamlet is also home to more than 10 ancient Tay houses. One of the most notable houses belongs to Phan Ngọc Sinh.
My children and grandchildren always come back here on special occasions. I always tell them to treasure this house because it's our family heritage.
The values of Singh's house aren't limited to architecture. The owner of this house has managed to preserve many rare and decades-old daily items and production tools, which have made the house look like a small museum. Local authorities have also encouraged locals to preserve and promote the cultural values of Tay ethnic community.
The project is expected to start in the first quarter of 2018. The village aims to introduce all cultural characteristics of the ethnic group, from traditions to architecture to spiritual culture.
In the fast pace of modern life, these century-old houses in Dong Thanh Hamlet will be the place where people can discover the beauty of the Tay people. They are invaluable cultural assets that need to be preserved.
Now let us check out the weather forecast. That's it for VTV News today. Remember that all of our programs are available online at vtv4.vn and youtube.com/vtv4go. Thank you very much for tuning in and goodbye for now from Hanoi.